Right, so here we got it. CB175K6. Last on the road in 87 in America, in the state of Minnesota, as you can see. There he is. Fairly good, all original. Broken side panel, yeah, you can see it on there. Not easy to get, but my wife thankfully has relatives, cousins in the United States who can obtain for me from David Silver Spares in the US a side panel, which is good because I can't get it in this country. No kickstart, again on its way from the US, not David Silver this time, but private sale, because I couldn't find any in this country. That's the same as the CB175. Original gaiters. As you can see, it's been down the road at least once. Bent up bracket there, can't get that, I'll have to straighten that. Mud guard looks very slightly out, but I'm sure we can sort that out. Fork seals need doing, pretty normal. Bit of a graze on the exhaust, but that'll have to stay. Exhaust is all mostly solid, couple of little holes at the back under the silencer, but those we can fix. Most stuff basically is fixable and refurbishable, although refurbishing will be kept to a minimum because I really don't want this to look like it's just come out of the factory. The tank, you see, paint off, bit of rust. There again, rust. Wheel rims, pretty horrible, but they'll clean up, I'm sure. Everything seems to be straight. Even the chain and sprockets look serviceable, which is handy because you can't get a rear sprocket at the moment in this country anyway. It all just needs a good going over and a clean up, maybe the odd bit of paint. I've started loosening the engine screws. They take some doing, as is usual with Hondas of this vintage. But most things are coming off slowly. I've taken as little off as possible so far because basically I'm just loosening things up to make sure they're good. Like the bolts, engine mounting bolts, all loose and lovely. Being used to UK bikes, my old 250s, where everything's seized up and a real so-and-so to get off, this is nice, really. But like I say, the idea is to get it working, running, MOT'd. I was going to replace some of these cables like this, but that cable functions. So what I think I might do is try and get some shrink wrap and put over it to tidy them up, protect them, because I'm not totally into the grunge look. I like my bikes to be tidy. I just cannot get involved with making it new. Basically, this here, where we're looking now, all the bikes out, although the XJ there, that's got to go. It's getting too big and heavy for me. I struggle with it at traffic lights and the like, because I'm not getting my full strength back after the cancer ops and stuff. But this is the only shed I've got and the storage area. So anything I take off for any amount of time has to be stored in here, although I've still got some tidying to do. So as you can see, I don't really have a lot of space to play with. So, like I say, the idea is that what we will be doing is partially stripping things, cleaning up, maybe a little clean down and painting where necessary, straightening, tidying, replacing what needs replacing, and it'll be up and running hopefully by the end of the summer. If not, it'll have to wait till next year, because the only days I'm going to get to do it are nice days in the garden when it's not raining. Done. We'll see how we get on. I will be back.